Narcissists should all be sterilized because we don't need miniature narcissist hell spawns running around. We already have enough as it is. And narcissists tend to breed other narcissists. I mean, it's just, even Vaknin said it in his book. So it's very, very common for narcissistic parents to have narcissist children. Oftentimes the golden child ends up being a narcissist. So, you might say, well, that's kind of unethical for them to be sterilized. Well, unethical or not, they are contributing nothing positive to society. They are contributing to the complete breakdown of society. So they should not be allowed to have children, because more oftentimes than not, they have narcissistic children, and then they're just bringing more and more narcissists into the world, that the rest of us have to deal with these hell spawns. So they should just, the females should get their tubes tied, and the males should get vasectomies, and they should not be allowed to have children, because even the scapegoated child, they're either highly abusive, they're highly abusive to all the children, the golden child and the scapegoat. However, the golden child ends up being an adult narcissist, and the scapegoat child ends up, severely traumatized and abused and victimized. And so either way, it's not good in any capacity. They should be sterilized. They should not be allowed to breed. They should not be able to have children. Period. End of story. They just should not. Because there is not one good thing that comes from narcissists. Not one. Not one. So, I mean, just the societal impacts in general, to help society move in the right direction, this would be a big benefit, in my opinion. I don't think you can force someone not to have children, but I mean, it should seriously be considered, because this is just ridiculous. Like, the fact that they cannot care for their children, they have zero empathy, so them having children is a detriment to all of their children, a detriment to all of society, because, like I said, chances are at least one of the children is going to be a narcissist. So they should just put an end to that altogether. They should not be allowed to have children. They should be sterilized. I know this is obviously a very controversial viewpoint, but I do like to bring up controversial topics on here, and I like to look at this subject in a kind of... I try to look at it in a different way than maybe everyone else looks at it, or I try to bring up controversial points just to get the discussion going. But you guys can let me know what you think, but I just don't see any positive thing that comes out of the narcissist having children. The children are abused, the children cannot be cared for, the children are micromanaged and manipulated and just totally abused, and one or more of them turns into a narcissist. So what is the positive that comes out of this? They should just not be allowed to breed and bring other narcissists into existence. It's just making a more chaotic world.